Alright, coaster fans, today I'm going to be reviewing Verbolten, which is the Zierer, or Zierer, however you want to pronounce it, multi-launch family coaster at Busch Gardens, Williamsburg. I am one of those people who absolutely loves Verbolten. I even have a t-shirt for it, so we're going to get right into this review. So you get into the plaza, and oh my gosh, there is a car with twigs and monster stuff hanging out of it. It is very cool. This coaster's theme is very, very well done. It is easily the best themed roller coaster at Busch Gardens. So you go into your queue line, and there's a lot of theming inside of the queue line, so you're never bored. You got some funny posters on the wall. It is awesome. Then you get into the station, and it is a dual loading station. That's how awesome this thing is. Now, that does cause operations to be a little slower, but you can get more people onto the trains at one time. And they are always running 4 to 5 trains on this coaster, so the capacity is amazing. However, the operations can be kind of mediocre. And also, there is this annoying German lady who will not stop talking, so that's going to annoy the crap out of you on this coaster. Anyway, you get into your restraints, and they are very weird. It's kind of this little bulky thing with a cage sort of leg pad thing. These restraints are odd. They are, but I don't mind them. I like these restraints. They're all right. They're not bad at all. So the train itself is very cool. And fun fact, this thing actually videos you. So you can actually buy your first time reaction to this coaster if you wanted to. So that's pretty cool. So you start your expedition by going out, and you kind of take a little gentle turn to the left, and you're going to go through a little sidewind valley, which this is kind of the gentle section of the ride, and boom. You launch straight into the Black Forest while jumping down. You're going to go through some bendy helix sections, and all the theming inside of this building is so well done. The sound effects are amazing. The visuals are incredible. It's just so dark and awesome. I love the theming and how they did it for this coaster. It's great. So you're going to go up into a brake run section and then kind of dip down to the left, and then you come to a stop. You start slowly going towards this weird-looking monster thing. It looks like a tree with a face, and so then when you get to it, the ride just stops, and you're sitting there in darkness for a little bit, and you're wondering what's going to happen next. Well, spoiler alert, if you haven't ridden this, there's a drop track. This thing is so awesome. It drops you about 15 feet, I'm pretty sure. It is just so sudden and insane. The drop track, you just fly out of your seat. It is crazy. So then after this, you're going to launch straight out and hit your max speed of 53 miles per hour and sidewind up into another brake run. This thing has so many brake runs. You're going to go up into the Forbidden Bridge, which is a very cool part of the ride where you can get a nice view and you hear some weird sound effects. Like it sounds like the bridge is just creaking and it's going to collapse or something. And then you plummet at your max height of about 88 feet and take some forceful turns. And it actually follows the same path as the Big Bad Wolf, so that's really cool. It uses the same ledgers too. And these turns are actually more forceful than you would expect. It is very nice. And before you hit the brake run, there's one final airtime pop, which you do fly out of your seat a little bit the farther back you go. And then you take a final forceful turn up into the brake run. And of course, you'll notice that there are a lot of trains in front of you because there are a lot of trains that run on this ride, and the capacity is great. So overall, Verbolten is a fantastic roller coaster. Many people consider it a family coaster, and I can see why, but I'd say it's a minor step up from a family coaster. I love how intense it is in the Black Forest section. The launches are a lot of fun. This coaster is overall amazing. It was a great addition to Busch Gardens Williamsburg at the time, and it was very expensive too. I believe it was $50 million or something. That is a really expensive roller coaster. But I think every piece of money was worth it to put into this ride because it is a great, solid attraction. I wouldn't even say it's solid. I'd say it's amazing. It is just so much fun. And people say, is there a rattle? Well, at the beginning of the ride, you can kind of feel it vibrate against the tracks, but that's just the opening part of it. And the vibration isn't even that bad. It's not terrible at all. So this coaster is mostly very smooth. And would you ask, is this an intense ride? Somewhat. It is somewhat intense. It has its forceful moments, such as the ending where it goes through all those turns. The Black Forest is pretty intense, and the drop track itself was an aggressive moment as well. So yeah, guys, overall, I love Verbolten. It is definitely one of the best rides at Busch Gardens Williamsburg. It is right up there with Alpengeist and Apollo's Chariot. Very fun. So for its final score, I'm going to be giving it an 8.5 out of 10. Verbolten is an awesome coaster. It is very well rounded, and it is just a great coaster. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Post your comments down in the section below. What do you think of Verbolten? Don't forget to like and subscribe, and until next time, coaster fans, I will see you later.